All right. This is another interesting question on the absolute value. Very interesting question. But please listen carefully because I will do number one, then I will leave number two as assignment for you. Okay, so listen carefully to number one. It is very easy. Just follow the rules that I've given. Follow the rules when you see absolute value and inequality. Now, all you need to do is that this will still be equal to x squared minus x plus 2 and will now be lesser than 4 if x squared minus x plus 2 is what is greater than or equal to 0. So this will still remain. So we'll now try to get x here. This will give us x squared minus x plus 2. If we carry 4 here, become minus 4. Here will now be less than 0, right? So x squared minus s plus 2 minus 4, that will be minus 2 less than 0. Now, your normal factorization, you factorize this using what I call the scissors method. X here, s times s is s squared, right? 2 times 1 will give us 2. So I'll put 2 here, put 1 here. All right, I have minus here. Minus times plus will give us minus. So one of them will carry minus, one will carry plus, or minus times plus will give us minus. But I have minus here. It means the bigger number out of these two will carry minus, while the smaller number will carry plus because I have minus here. So whatever sign you have here, if you are using the two different signs, whatever sign you have here will be at the back of the bigger number, right? So this is the bigger number because this is 1x, this is 1x, so this is the bigger number. So here we'll carry minus, and here we'll carry plus. So what you now have is x minus 2 and what's x plus 1. That is what you have, and this will now be what? Less than 0. Now remember, this one is quadratic inequalities. Quadratic inequality. So to get your solution, you remember what I did when I treated the quadratic inequalities. So you don't just assume that s minus 2 is less than 0, so s will be less than 2, and s plus 1 is less than 0, s will be less than minus 1. No, you have to apply what I did there. Here will be s equal to 2, and here will be what? S equal to what? Minus 1. Because if s minus 2 is equal to 0, carry minus 2 will now be plus 2. If s plus 1 equal to 0, carry plus 1, that will now be minus 1. Good. So if I get it from here now, remember this is 0. Remember this is a positive infinity. Anything this way is negative infinity. I have minus 1 and I have plus 2. Right. So let's see what will correspond to what we are using now. Remember, these are your x. Okay. So we are using 3 compartments. Any number here, any number between here and here, and any number here. So let's take any number here. Let's take minus 2. If I put minus 2 in place of s, minus 2 minus 2, that will give us minus 4. So I need the sign. The sign I need, minus. If I put minus 2 here, minus 2 plus 1 will also give us minus. And minus times minus is plus. So which means I will put plus here because the number here will give me plus. Now I'll take between here and here. Let me take 0. If I put 0 here, 0 minus 2 will still give me minus 2. So the same minus. 0 plus 1 will give me what? Plus. So here will be plus. And minus times plus is minus. So I'll put minus here. Okay, so any number here will give us minus. So let me take number here. Let me take 3. 3 minus 2 is 1, and this will be plus. 3 plus 1 is 4. So and this is also plus. Plus times plus is plus. Now after you have done this, before you now come and look at which of them will work. Is it here? Is it the positive or the negative? If it's the positive, it means you are taking here and taking here. But if it's the negative, it means you are taking between this and this. This is lesser than. We are told that when you multiply this times this, you are going to get lesser than 0. And number that will be lesser than 0 is negative number. So you see it. So which means this is negative number that will be lesser than 0. So we are taking here. This way you have negative between minus 1 and 2. It means that minus 1 will be here and 2 will be here. So your s will be at the middle. So s will be greater than minus 1 and s will be what? Lesser than 2. So that is the solution when this is greater than or equal to 0. Remember, you are going to work it into phase, right? So that is for when if this is greater than or equal to 0. Then we'll now work it in the second aspect now, which is okay. Let me clean this one now, right? So the second aspect now we are now working is